It's spooling up. It's spooling. There it goes. What's up, guys? It is a beautiful Monday morning, March the 25th outside. A little bit windy today. Nice spring day. The pollen is here. And I'm already on that honey regimen. I got my honey and everything. Local honey now.
Hello.
Gotta have that. Got my boy AP in the house today. We wanted to do this video, talked about it over the weekend. This is a good topic. So I'm gonna give you guys some perspective, some knowledge. You're gonna hear the guys working out there, maybe a little bit in the background. Hopefully it's not too loud. So we got a good topic for you today, and I think it's probably so prevalent and in the ether of blue collar guys' minds that you may not even be aware that it's there. This is how deep this thought pattern runs. And we talk about it a good bit with different little phrases you'll hear me say or hear Aaron say, just off the wall stuff. You guys probably don't know what the hell we're talking about, but we're usually talking about the same thing. And I caught a piece of another pressure washer store making the same kind of a comment. Now, look, I want to say I'm not beating up on anybody at all. I'm not. It's just a different outlook. And I totally get why people think this way and say these kind of little phrases, but you got to be super careful about what you say. This is something that I've heard AP say for years, and I've really started to kind of morph my thinking that way as well, and heard some other big name like guys that I really like on YouTube say almost the exact same thing, because what you speak is what you think, and the damn thing is it'll turn around and be what it is. So tell them what we're talking about today. Elaborate, Sooth, if you will.
When people say we just want to give back, we just want to give back to the industry. What does that mean, Cody?
I hate that. I absolutely cannot stand that.
Why do you hate it, and what does it really mean?
It sounds good. And I used to think that way. Like for years, running a wash truck, I would say the same thing. Like once a year, I would try to find around Christmas an elderly person, a veteran, an old. I try to find an old Vietnam guy because they're kind of funny to be around. And I said, listen, man, I'm just going to clean your place up for you. I appreciate you and clean this place. And I would label that giving back. But there's a big problem with that. And it's not what you're doing to the market or the ether. It's what you're telling yourself about what you do every other day of the year. What you're saying is, hey, I'm actually a jackass and I absorb money from the system, from the marketplace. I'm a leech and I suck. And then, once, twice a year, I'll try to give back to balance the scales of good and evil. And guys, that ain't how it works. That ain't accurate. That shit ain't true. That's not what you're doing. For a business to be successful, you've got to sell a product, trying to find a product. You got to sell a product, whatever that is, right? Whatever that is, you got to sell something, a service, a good or a service to the marketplace. And if the marketplace says, hey, this was a good product and I had a good experience, then that will continue to repeat itself. Capitalism is the only system on the planet where at the point of sale, the point of the transaction, this is what you'll hear across America every day in business. The customer will pay and the guy will give them the product and a receipt. And the guy on one side of the counter will say, thank you. And the other guy on the other side will say, thank you. Because they both mutually got more value than what they handed over. The business got more value out of the revenue, and the customer got more value from where they're at in their mind and their position from the product or the service. That is how it actually works. But when you say, I'm going to give back, what you're saying is, I was really scamming y'all the whole time. I was siphoning off. I was unethical the whole time. And now I'm going to try to, fix it with a little give back moment. It's not accurate. It's not true.
You're giving back, doing business, doing good, integral business and integral transactions all year long. There's no reason to have a highlight day. A moment.
I'm giving back today.
Back. No, I'm always giving back because I'm doing excellent work. I'm delivering an excellent product and the customer believes it. So they pay me technically less than they see it's of value.
Correct. Correct. 100%. Like they wouldn't it's worth what I paid for it. No, that's not what we'll say stuff like that. That ain't what you mean. What you mean to say is it's worth more than I paid for it, or you wouldn't have bought it. You would have been at a broke even point. There's no point doing that, right? So everything you buy is worth more. And it's so weird to me because guys, when they're talking about vendors or suppliers or manufacturers, hello, yours truly, those guys, they're making it. Yes, you're doing the same thing. That's the point. When you go out and wash somebody's house and you got $18 in Kim, well, did you screw the homeowner? Well, they only had $20 in Kim. They charged them $5.99. Well, it only cost X to build that product, and they sell it for X. Yes, because I'm trying to be rich. Like the Lambos ain't gonna buy themselves, guys. You should take a page from the book. You go and charge your $5.99 or whatever. Say it's a roof cleaning, right? Whatever it is, it's whatever that price is. Go charge that. Technically, did you charge, just math wise, more than it was worth? No, because it's not just the sum of the cost of goods. It's not just the sum of the Kims. You're charging for an outcome. You're charging for experience. You're charging for, we ate dinner last night in Atlanta and it was high. And if I say it was high, it was not. I will not go back there. But I don't mind paying a lot I don't care. It was me and Emily and the boys, and it was like $200 more. And I was like, nah, it was a little bit high. I just ain't going to go back. But I'm okay with paying a certain amount for a certain amount of outcome. But the problem that guys have is they feel like self-promotion or making money is a bad thing. Inherently in their bones, down in their dick, they feel like it's a problem to promote themselves. So we'll say things like, well, I just want to give back. Actually, we nuked a guy in the chemical group over the weekend because he said, I'm not sure about this group yet. If they just want information out there, they want to sell chems. Well, I'll give you a hint. We want to sell chems. Okay. I'll be down.
Wild as hell to run a business. It's
go ahead. Take the floor for a minute. Let me drink this rehab.
It blows my mind just how the words can be uttered. Well, are they trying to educate all these boys? Yes, absolutely. But are we trying to sell chems? Yes. A whole 2, 3, 4 football fields worth of chems. In fact, yes. And those both are okay.
Correct.
And people have to get that through their thick skull, because otherwise you're always going to be on the downslide. You're always going to be believing that you're charging to, oh, well, I knocked a bit off for, and then you knock a bit off for everybody, not because the customer ever believed you were even too expensive or you had data to back it up.
No,
you doing it because your own Baptist guilt won't allow you to charge what you're worth. I told the guys, man, in Lean and Mean years ago that it was like, look, I want you to take 10% of your leads, 10%. So out of every 10, 1. Out of every 100, 10. What you're going to do is you're going to price that lead to a place that you believe, man, I don't even know my self-esteem. I don't know if I'm going to get this. And that's what it is. You price it to a level, it's you'd say I'd normally charge $700 for this roof. You go and put it up at $1,300 and you close the deal. Go and ask for the deal. You will throw up how much money you've been leaving on the table, and customers are happy to pay it. They're happy to pay it, and they feel like they got more value. The problem is not the customer. The problem is you. Your mind.
What would be the difference in that guy creating a group in his local community, his local county about washing, and his end goal is to close jobs through this group that he's now got to create, he's got to police, he's got to manage. It's time. It's a lot of time, frankly. And then some guy comes in there and says, hey, did y'all know you can just clean your house with vinegar and water and cat piss? Did y'all know that? Like, he gets in and was like, hey man, this is the group, this is my group for my bit. Well, you're not trying to help people. No, go to hell with that. That's not what we're here to do. Okay.
That actually is from hell. That
It's,
narrative that actually is
is
from hell.
I say that to be funny, guys. Okay. I'm not really meaning like actually that. I just say it to be tongue in cheek because there was an old guy I used to work with. That was his line. And he was also doing it to be funny, but he didn't give a piss. Like he said what it was, and that's what it was. But most guys have such a knee-jerk reaction to promoting yourself. They're just trying to promote. Yes, you have got to be a shameless, listen to what I'm going to tell you, a shameless self-promoter. Because if you're not, you're going to take all that moral high ground, that moral fiber, and sit over there on the sideline and watch everybody pass you while you clutch your pearls and talk about doing the right thing. Here's you another one. People over profits. Do you want me to step on a landmine and just kill myself? Like, is that what are you talking about? It's
That's
not
about like that's the whole we talked about this before, the get right with God.
Yeah, you got to get right with it.
What does that mean? What does that?
What are you talking? It's a false dichotomy. I want you guys that are watching this and are going to watch in the future to understand what I'm telling you. It is not accurate that you cannot make a profit, a good profit. What's the top end of good before it starts becoming unethical? Infinity. There is no top end. Okay. If you think different, you are a communist. You think there's a cap on what's good. He got enough money. And no, that's not correct. It is not people or profits. In fact, it is actually the same damn thing. Because if you have a product or a service that is so insanely good and wildly popular that the market is throwing money at it hand over fist, what the market, which is the conglomeration of people, is telling you and everybody outside looking at this project, the market is saying, I'll be damned, this is the best thing in the world. The market is saying, I'll be damned, this is the best thing in the world. So we're going to buy them in droves and make Apple the most profitable company in the history of man, right? So it's people over profits. No, it's not. You're just poor. And you are so attached to your mentality that you grew up in of being poor, you don't even see it. Stay humble and hustle hard. Fuck that. I'm not trying to do that.
Yes, Lord.
They don't forgot where they came from. You damn right. I'm trying to get out of the zip code. I'm trying
to dig these boys out of this mentality. And sometimes, you have to rough them up a little bit. That's how I respond. That's how men respond usually. And 98% of our audience is men. So you got to rough them up a little bit. You got to snap them out of it. I had a great coach in high school. He'd see you cheating on squats from across the daggum weight room. I'm talking about like he could see through other people. How he saw you cheating, I don't know. But Coach Davis, Park, get low on them squats. Like, and you needed somebody to rough you up and holler at you a little bit like that, because otherwise you stay in this homeostatic stupor your whole life, believing you're right, believing it's right, and believing that profits are wrong. And that is not true. The market will tell you what you can charge. The market will always herd you in the end. People say, I'd never pay $30 million for a jet. Well, first off, okay, you don't have $30 million to pay for a jet, but there's a plenty of people out there who would pay $100 million for a jet, and they do all the time. Look at the yachting business, Cody. Look at, there's 200-meter yachts, meters. You're like, this is a ship. Yeah. And it's owned by a guy in his company. Right. And he's willing to pay that amount. It's all about the market will tell you. So stop playing God, thinking you're dictating what the market, what is too much. No. The market will tell you. It's your job to be there, to be integral, to provide a great product, to show up when you said you were. Okay. Do all the things that are listed and allow the market to tell you how much it's going to pay. And you need to find that upper echelon of pricing to help you during the slow times of profitability. You have to. That's why so many guys go out of business, because of cash flow. That's most entrepreneurial ventures. They're not charging enough.
When you start your business, you got to realize everything's working against you. Everything. It is every path you look, that all these mountains you got to take in your business are all uphill. Well, don't couple that with you working against you as well. Like, if anybody's gonna not be against me, it ain't gonna be me. Like, what we're doing, those guys in like Brazil that they go through the streets. They're probably doing it this week because it's Easter week. They go through the streets. They got the little stick with the 3 foot of cat of nine tails, and they do this like it's a thing. They flail themselves going through the streets, just beating the hell out of themselves, bloody, going in the name of what? Dumbassery. Like, that is not what the good Lord asked you to do. You're dumb. You're just beating yourself for no damn reason. That's what we're doing in business. Sometimes we're just beating ourselves for no reason. I want you to listen to all the people that say those kind of things. And I ain't got nothing against these people's individuals. I'm just talking about the mentality, because I think they're typically pretty good folks. They just can't see the difference. And look at where they're at, and you ask yourself, do you want to be there? Because a lot of times what will happen is we'll still talk that way, but we'll operate a different way. And what you're going to get here on the Southeast Softwash channel is consistency. I'm never going to tell you guys, don't promote yourself. I'm never going to tell you guys, don't charge accordingly. I'm never going to tell you, don't make $1 million. I made $250,000 last week while I was in the Florida Keys on a boat with my sons. Hello, that's the goal. You're not going to get there by, I don't know why my business don't work, just beating yourself to death all the time. You've already got everything else that's difficult. Why do you want to be difficult to your own business? No. Charge accordingly. Charge right. Make a lot of money. Take the money, reinvest. I'm on like 1 bar of Wi-Fi, so I hope I don't drop it. I don't know why. Connection is unstable. If you're on Wi-Fi, try plugging it.
I thought I was about to have to
on Wi-Fi.
Hey,
come on, Wi-Fi. Go ahead.
Spool it up back there now. Go on.
I guess I need to take some money and reinvest it in the damn Wi-Fi.
You're gonna shovel that coal. Micah, hit me with some more coal down there now.
I've got like 8 Google Nest points in this little 10,000 square foot. They're everywhere, and it still ain't good enough. But guys, that's what the point of what I'm telling you. What we come across to most of the industry as cocky, and we are a little bit, but it's on purpose. We're not just dumb. We're not just saying things to be saying them. That's how we polarize against the narrative. And the narrative is be successful, but not too successful. And if you hit a lick and you ever are successful, don't tell nobody. And then you got to give back because you didn't do a good enough job in the first place. That's all bullshit.
Hell, I mean, that right there.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Drop the mic. I think, guys, at the end of the day, well, first off, the beatings will continue until morale improves. This is a reason I think that SESW is so polarizing, is because we believe in these principles, but we are trying to bestow these upon you and your business. Okay. So as Cody said, you're welcome. You need to take these principles and implement them into your life and start figuring out that the master said, thou was new. I was an austere man. I realized this winter when I was sitting on my couch broke that all those little discounts I gave during the busy season were coming back to bite me in the moment. No discounts this year. And they don't need one, truth seeker. They don't need a discount. They don't need a discount. They don't need a sample.
Guys, my Wi-Fi is so freaking choppy. I'm watching it go in and out. So we'll cut it at 19 minutes. I hope you got some value out of this. I'm going to drop the mic before the mic drops me. Look, don't ever be ashamed to promote your business. Don't ever be ashamed to make a profit. Don't ever be ashamed to level up in the game. That's the point. That it literally is the whole point of this. So don't go in. Here's why a lot of guys don't make it, and I'll leave you with this. Aaron, let me know if you can hear me. So,
oh yeah,
they have conflicting ideals in their own head. They're running with two parallel thoughts, and they're trying to believe two things at the same time. The Bible tells us, here is an actual Bible principle: a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So you're operating your business. The point was to run a business, be successful, grow it, right? Make a bunch of money. That's literally the point of being in business. But at the same time, they've got this core belief that none of that is good. None of that is a ought in the debate world, right? It's not an ought. You ought not do any of these things, but they're also trying to do all those things. So they're trying to do it, but they don't believe in it. Here's where the magic starts to happen: is when you're doing and believing at the same time. And now you can be true to thine own self. Be true, because you actually believe what you say you're doing, and you're doing what you say you believe. You're consistent. There's a through line all the way through. There's no mixed signals to the market. There's no mixed signals to your mind. There's no mixed signals to your wife, your kids.
We don't hide
You're
nothing.
about it.
We ain't hiding nothing. Not a thing. Don't need to hide. Don't need to hide. We're easy to find. Hey, you know, it's like you're saying, dude. We tell guys, no, we're here to make a profit. Can't believe he said it.
It's like somebody walked over your grave.
Be so upfront. This is another selling tactic with the guys who are on site, right? Trying to sell their job. Like, tell the people exactly what's wrong with their roof. Ben Wilson's great at this. Tell them exactly what's wrong, what it's going to take, what you can't fix. Okay? Tell them all of those things. Be so clear and concise that it almost hurts the pitch, because it will build so much trust. The customer can see that. You're telling me all the reasons it's not going to work, all the ways what your true intentions are. The customer's like, why would you ever tell me that? No one tells me that. Everyone just tries to sell me. Yeah. We'll tell you, don't buy it. Throw it in a ditch.
Don't make the sale.
Be upfront, man. That's one thing you're going to get with Southeast is you're going to get exactly what we're doing. That's the point. The point is to make great stuff, sell it, help you guys make a ton of money. That's the point of business.
That's it. It's easy. Pretty simple formula. Look, go out there and crush it this week, guys. Make a ton of money. Have a great week. Stay safe. I would say stay humble and hustle hard, but I'm going to say no to hell with that. Go on out there and do it to it. We'll see you.
Cody. Tell them about Serious Starter event.
Oh, shoot. Say, look, we ain't even good at promoting. We just got on a rant here. Look, by God, if you want to come hang out with us on April the 19th and 20th, I don't care if you come or not. But if you wanted to come, you could come. Here at Southeast Softwash headquarters, April 19th and 20th. So it's coming up into next month, towards the end of next month. Day one, ton of training from me. We'll go out in the field and do a bunch of property protection, chemicals, specialty chems, upsells, packages, equipment, troubleshooting, maintenance. It's a big day. Day two is what you got to do is absorb all of day one. You go home and you download that somewhere. Okay. Then you're going to come back on day two with a fresh hard drive because Aaron's going to drop a lot of marketing. It ain't even marketing. I can't really tell you what it is without giving it away, but it's a lot of tell them what it is.
Well, how's it work for Southeast?
It's about I don't know, about 11 Ferraris a year. It's a lot. It's multiple millions in our business.
I'm gonna kind of compress all that for you guys on day two. Something we're gonna give you clear and concise principles for your business. Okay. The new guy, Serious Starters is what the event's called. So if you're getting started, you're in the first year. I've even had guys come in year two, guys who are ready to understand the fundamentals, the blocking and tackling of marketing. And I don't keep it surface level. Okay. I'm going to try to blow your brain up. All right. And give you enough notes to where you can fill up a legal pad and go back and implement it. Guys like Andrew Clegg have come to this. Todd Ketchell's come multiple times. These are guys who've made. Clegg did 150,000 in his first 6 months. I could go down the list of people who have come to this event. Ashley Westfall, she probably does 40 to 50K a month. I might be undershooting her. I haven't talked to her in a while. She's crushing. There's a lot of all-stars in this industry who have come to this event. So if you really want to learn how to set up your marketing to where it runs on autopilot, come to the event April 19th and 20th, southeastsoftwash.com.
That's it. Go do it to it, guys. Have a freaking excellent week. We'll see you. Peace out.
Peace.